sports fans, you know what's coming right around the corner, don't you? Football. Time to get our grub on. Today we're going to talk about slow cookers. And this used to be my favorite slow cooker, but it's a bit of a one-trick pony, okay? Look at this. I got my Patriots decal. This is my Patriot slow cooker. Still has a sentimental spot in my heart, but it is still a one-trick pony. And don't be hating on us because we got Tom Brady and Coach Belichick. One of these days, it'll be all over and you guys can start winning. I'm just teasing you, okay? Anyway, slow cooker. All this thing can do is what a slow cooker does. But let me show you what Pampered Chef came up with. This is the Rock Crock Slow Cooker. I don't have any Patriots logo here yet, but anyway, the star of the show is this bad boy right here. So let's just set the slow cooker out of the way. I guess it's called the stand. And we don't need the lid. This is the Beastmaster of clay pots. This thing will go up to 752 degrees. So what's that mean for you? This can go in the oven, it can go under the broiler, it can go in the microwave, it can go on the range top, whether you have gas or electric. It can go out on the grill. Heck, you can even take it camping and cook on the campfire with it. 752 degrees. You know what's better? If you got leftovers, you can put them in the refrigerator. When it's all said and done, she'll go right in on the dishwasher. So this thing is just incredible. Let's talk about some of the stuff that my personal favorites we cook in this thing. I already said something the other day about American chop suey, and I think you guys probably think that's my only recipe, but I do love that stuff. Chili beans, macaroni and cheese. There's a recipe. I haven't tried it yet, but root beer braised short ribs sounds pretty good. My wife does a pulled pork and ginger ale. Good stuff. But my brother-in-law makes the best cowboy beans I think I've ever had in my life. And I'm not going to give you his recipe, but we're gonna talk a little bit about how he does stuff and how this thing would fall into place for you. So, you know, everything starts with onions, okay? So you put a little oil in here. By the way, don't ever put spray in here, Pam. Any of that spray, it'll void the warranty. It does something to this thing, and it's not good, I guess. So don't use any of the spray. And there is a whole collection of this Rock Crock stuff when you're looking on the in the catalog. But anyway, back to put some oil in here. Saute up your onions. You know, you might want to put some bell peppers or some celery. Jalapenos if you like a little hot. Get that going, and then I'm not going to tell you his recipe, but he does use chunks of sirloin in here, and then maybe a little bit of hamburger. And then what I really like is he puts linguiça in here, and he's not stingy with it. And then he uses some of these beans. They're seasoned beans. I can't get them around here. I have to buy them off Amazon because we're in New England and we don't like anything spicy. So the grocery stores don't even carry it. But they're fantastic. But you get this thing all done up on the stove. Get all the hard work done, and then right before the guys show up, you throw it in the slow cooker, put it out, and it's hot all day long. It stays hot. When it's done, if there's any leftovers, you fire it into the refrigerator. Same thing with the American chop suey. I like to put a lot of mozzarella cheese on the top and get it nice and bubbly, browned up. Put the lid on it, throw it on the slow cooker, and put it out for the guys to eat. So there's a lot of options with this thing. The one-trick pony, you're not sticking that bad boy in the oven. You're not sticking it under the broiler. My wife does this lava cake where I don't even know how she does it, but it's really good. But at the end, she puts marshmallows on the top and sticks it under the broiler. I don't know, like the brownies, I don't need any of that stuff, right? Okay, let's talk about how this is all going to pan out. So there's only 2 pans when you're looking at that collection. This is a 4-quart, and there's a 2.5-quart that will fit in this stand. There's a oh my god size. It won't fit in here, so don't make the mistake of buying it if you're doing it for the slow cooker. So the 4-quart is part number 3140, and I'm sorry, correction, 3115, the set, 3115, and it's $169. If you go with the 2.5-quart, it's part number 3116, and it's $149. Now you can buy this separate, like I said, there's a whole collection of this stuff. And the 4-quart one, 3140, and that's part number, and the price is $139. The 2-quart, the everyday pan, is part number 3152, and it's $119. And you can buy this stand all by itself for $60. Now, I've had some of my other friends tell me, you got to say something about this thing getting hot, right here, this little rim getting hot, because people burn themselves. Well, I don't stick my head inside the oven and put it on the rack. I know it's going to be hot in there. This is cooking your food. Don't touch this thing because it's hot, and I think there's even little symbols that say that it gets hot. So anyway, this thing is fantastic, especially you sports fans. You got guys coming over, you got to feed a couple horses. Good stuff. You can get it all set up ahead of time, you know, boom. So it's worth the money. It's a lot more versatile than this guy. It comes with 10 recipes. I haven't really tried them. There's a couple in here that Asian beef stew, deep dish stuffed frittata, onion soup. I love onion soup, by the way, but I've not tried this recipe. And then Mexican pork stew with salsa verde. Kind of got to tell you a little funny story about salsa verde. My nephew's half Mexican, and he's out for the summer with me, and we're trying to find this salsa. And I said, what does verde mean? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, you're half Mexican. What do you mean you don't know? And he goes, I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. And I said, I think you're one shitty Mexican. So he called his mom. You know what it means? Green. Salsa green. That's it. Anyway, I probably shouldn't have told you that story, but I thought it was funny. Listen, we're clicking down. Our drawing is on Sunday at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Facebook Live. For every $25 you spend, I'll put your name in the draw box, and we'll pull it. I hope you win. A friend of mine did this last year. I've said this every video, but I think it's worth repeating. She gave $1,100 away, and I'd like to give more than that away. I'd really like to see a happy camper out there. So let your friends know, let your family know, share this video. I'd really like to get this pot up there and give some stuff away. I want to see the reaction when somebody's picking out $1,100 worth of free stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Got my football shirt on for this video. My daughter was a cheerleader. She's 28 now, so I guess this shirt's pretty darn old. But anyway, let's have fun. Thank you for tuning in.